Okay, this is my second attempt at getting a video working for this character. It's my third run as this character. If I sound a little agitated, I apologize. It's been doing my head in. Here's the deal. We're at 150% escalation now. We managed to loop on a couple of previous episodes, so I feel comfortable turning it up. Better movement speed for us, flinching on health damage for the Machine Legion, and they're also a lot stronger. They've been hitting us really hard. We're now playing as the Machine Hunter. Machine Hunter's got Turtle Shield. Duck and enable a cover shield with strong defensive and accuracy benefits. Basically, you can't move very fast, but you do take less damage and you can shoot a lot more accurately. And you got a good dodge chance as well. We got the Heat Engine Disabling Shot. Next shot fires AM Heat, increased weak point damage and reduced deviation. So a stronger shot that's easier to fire. Frequency Hijacker. Place down a hijacker which continually slows enemy units in range and recharges shields for allies. Can be destroyed when walked over. So throw this down, get kills. Kills in the area give you 20 credits, which is something we're going to be making as much use of as possible. And we got the Tracked Hunter unit, that's this guy over here. His name's Snappy. They give you fire support, but most importantly, they take shots. They're very tanky. Enemies will focus them like crazy. And things like our Turtle Shield and our Heat shots also apply to this guy, so we want to be using those as much as possible. Now, Machine Hunter has a mechanic called Ambush. If you're not firing or getting hit for 3 seconds while in combat, you get Recharge and Ambush, which gives you movement speed, it recharges all your abilities, and it recharges your shields instantly. Rather, it shirks the delay on shield regeneration, so it doesn't give you full shield instantly, but it makes it start regenerating instantly, which is quite strong. We also unlocked another perk in our failed runs that I think is going to help us a lot. Dropping on low health throws a defensive smoke grenade. Ambush, when activated, instantly gives us 500 shield, and completing an area gives 500 health, which is huge because this character doesn't have any natural healing. So 500 a stage is going to be very helpful. Smoke grenades reduce accuracy of all targets within and grant huge dodge chance. So we're going to be very, very durable as long as we're inside there. Now, I've been rocking this high caliber SMG. I'm also going to try the other kit as a Machine Hunter just to change it up a little. This one starts with an anti-material rifle, and it gives you, while using your Turtle Shield, a bit more armor penetration. It also resets your recoil, and Turtle Shield is completely stationary. So it's something we're going to want to use probably outside of combat while trying to snipe people down. I've also changed the pistol to the CR-18. Previously I was trying to rock this handgun, but it was a little unreliable. This one I believe we've used in a previous video. It's a little burst pistol, it's a bit more reliable, and I think that's going to be very helpful for us as like a sidearm when we're not using our sniper. So let's just get going. And I'm going to be in tryhard mode because I'm really trying to get this character to work. I think they're very cool, they're just very difficult. I think they're a high skill cap kind of character, so. That's kind of the combo we're looking for. So we're going to activate the crouch, we're going to activate the AM rounds, and then we're going to take a shot. As long as we're in combat and not attacking for 3 seconds, we are going to be going into ambush and resetting our abilities so we can take another snipe. So that's going to be the kind of core idea here, is just keep our distance. But eventually, we are going to get enemies charging at us, and we'll have to deal with them the old-fashioned way as well. but for the most part we're going to try and treat it as a bit of a stealth mission. Already out of sniper ammo. Not a great start. I think this pistol is going to be a lot better than the pistols I was using off camera in our previous runs. I'm already feeling a lot more confident just with this pistol in hand, so. So I'm going to try and maybe take a bunch of tankiness because we've got the very turtle shield. We're definitely focused on staying stationary. And what's going to start us off there once we clear out this pack? Very, very rude, these enemies. Is scavenging. Scavenging level 1 is going to let us find plating. Plating is going to block shots outright. It blocks all damage. I think it's going to be very useful for a character that doesn't have any true mobility. So as long as we end combats quickly or get to safety quickly, these cooldowns are going to come back all the time. We're going to be able to really use these abilities over and over again. Point in. Proven just then. I used the turtle shield. I used the engine heat disabling shot. And they were back within just a couple seconds because we were not getting hit. So that's the core idea. Whether we execute that idea properly, who knows? Alright, let's have a look at our weapon here. The TKB0111. Alright, looks like... Always press the wrong button. This looks like a pretty basic assault rifle. Looks like it's burst fire. Could be a pretty good one for us, actually. Let's move on and give it a go. Turtling up, going pretty well so far. Gotta remember to resummon Snappy every level. Every end of level, they despawn. We just need to remember to pop that on at the start. It's a very set it and forget it type ability. You just gotta use it between stages. Alright, loving this rifle so far. Cool, thank you, Snappy. Snappy's AI is very unaggressive, but when it shoots, it does shoot very... it hits very hard, I should say. Alright, we got some good weapons here. I think this anti-material rifle is not great. I have used this weapon before, sort of like a sniper, and it was very good for me, so I'm going to try it again. And it seems just as effective as last time. Good reload speed, reasonable damage, nice concentrated burst. It's pretty much all you want in a rifle. Has some heat problems, but We can sort through that. Alright, voltaic gyroscope. I have used this off camera before. Sap nearby enemies for a duration on touch. Touching enemies charges mobility cooldowns and lightning related cooldowns. So we're gonna put that on automatic activation so that whenever someone gets close we give them a zap with our gauntlets. Okie dokie, another weapon available to us. Spike fireball cannon. We'll give you guys a look at what this weapon does. Basically fires giant balls of fire. Pretty good damage over time, but it's not the kind of weapon we're looking for with this particular build. So we will go back to the rifle. And we'll continue on. Again, trying to remember weak point shots, get as many of those as possible, and go for some real hit and run tactics. So I hope everyone's night's been good. It's currently Thursday here in Australia. If you couldn't tell, I am Australian. So I'm looking forward to the weekend, but it still feels, even on Thursday, it feels far away. You know, when you're working a 9 to 5, unless it's Friday, you don't really feel anything. You feel nothing. You have depressive symptoms ad infinitum. You go into your office, all the old people joke that it's not the weekend yet, and it just reminds you of how far you are. And I hope in saying it, I've reminded you guys of how far we are as well. Because I'm a terrible person and I want the worst for you. No, of course not. But I don't mind a bit of shared suffering, I guess is the point I'm getting at. We can all relate to feeling like we're so far from our leisure time, when really it's just 48 hours away, you know? So let's clear this threat. Not by missing every shot. Hopefully. Alright, another class level is good. Got a health pick up from that also. Still getting used to the flow of this character. When to use the turtle shield. Which we should be using more often, probably. All of these things are going to be pretty relevant. Okay. I can't remember whether this is the boss level, but if it is, sound warming coming up. Let's have a look at the shop here. Magic 8 Ball gives us more class XP. Gamba, chance to double all held credits, or chance to lose all held credits. If we get the double, we get a bit extra luck as well. Big Stash enhances ammo economy at the cost of mobility, so less dodge chance, less move speed, but more spare ammo and reload speed. I just don't think this is very good. We're already sort of low mobility as a character. I feel that this will just make us more vulnerable. Cheap Shot empowers your melee attacks and your weapon critical hits. We're not doing a whole lot of that at the moment. I have yet to lose a gamble. So let's see if we can continue the trend. We lost the gamble. And we're afflicted by Machine Curse. Which is not good. But it looks like after one kill... No, we're just cursed. So, hopefully we can find a shrine and cure that curse. At the moment, it's giving us less max shield and health, making us a little squishier. Definitely not happy about that, but you live and you learn. More likely, I will not live or learn. I will continue to gamble away, looking for the next win. It's good to have a vice in a game like this, you know, everyone loves a bit of fake gambling. No one likes real gambling. Remember guys, no one likes real gambling. Nearly dying to a sniper there, always a good time. Just means we gotta refocus a little. Still feeling confident, just gotta play well. It should sound obvious, like, oh, you just gotta play well, but I do know that constantly reminding myself to play well does help. It does make me play a little better. Alright, Sidewinder. New item here. Shots can fire a homing missile when ready, dealing explosive damage. It's going to be a little extra damage every now and then. Not going to complain. Just saw it go off then. Looks like it does good damage. Still feeling it. Very, very squishy. So we're going to clear left to right here, trying not to attract too much attention. We can take on enemies in small packs. I think that's part of what this character is sort of about. Cool. Great, 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 great. So this is what I mean. We're really gonna go sort of guerrilla tactics. Very hit and run. Very get in, get out type of damage dealing. We're hopefully gonna take items that support us sort of staying in safety, or just generally being a little tankier. Especially on this difficulty level where things are starting to deal a real lot of damage. So it's definitely an ambitious choice to just go straight into 150%. But I was, at the time, feeling very confident. Am I still feeling the same level of confidence? No. Not after the off-camera runs I've had. But for the cameras, you gotta stay optimistic, right? And then that optimism in turn makes you play a little better. And hopefully that cycle can carry us through the levels here. Alright, is this an enemy? No. Sometimes these are enemies. Alright, let's have a look at the items available to us here after we take out this protector. Nice. The Ninata rifle here, really, really proving its worth. It is as good as I remember. Only one shot left in that, let's just let that go. Turtle up. Still take a fair bit of damage while turtling up. I'm not sure how good that ends up being. Okay, open up the shop. Weapon jammer, we did have on a previous run. Disturbing enemy fire rate and reloading. Seems okay, but I know for a fact that the tungsten core is relatively good on automatic, and I want to stack up passive forms of damage like crazy. Alright, I don't know what's going on here with this item. It's got a funny visual effect on it. Let's open her up. Core of Daring. I'm not feeling very daring at the moment. On weapon shots, they deal bonus curse damage, but we have higher chance to jam, more damage taken, and more class XP. Okay, I do not expect this run to last long with this item equipped, but we gotta give it a go, right? You don't just wimp out at opportunities like that. You gotta take the trade-off. You do it for content more than anything, right? And it does look like we're doing a fair amount more damage as far as I can tell. So let's pick up the ammo here. I don't think there are any enemies left, which is great news. Okay, we can't afford anything. We need 20 money. And there's definitely nothing left on the map. That is a huge shame. Alright, so we won't bother with what's in there, but we will use... Well, okay, we have an option here actually. The option is selling this crappy gyroscope, and I'm going to take it and not talk about it too much. What does this mean for us? It means we can get something like this. Hacking enemy units with a special melee strike, stealing 20 credits and staggering them. Or gaining a random weapon and 1 to 2 upgrade kits, which I love. Let's do it. We got the Road Warrior shotgun, which I don't think we're going to take. I'm not necessarily feeling a shotgun at the moment. It has some potential with this ability just because it's sort of short range. But right now that's just not what we're focusing on. We want to stay away from enemies. We don't want to be in the thick of it. So let's apply some upgrade kits to this weapon here, because it's probably our strongest, most reliable. I love the dynamic reflector. Being able to reflect onto other targets kind of lets you shoot around walls a little bit. It gives you a little bit of AoE. I absolutely love it. We're going to take it. For our second upgrade, improving accuracy and cooling does sound pretty good. Reducing recoil. I think we don't have too many recoil problems because of our turtle shield and our ambushing. I would rather take better cooling or firing an extra shot. Let's go for firing an extra shot. Alright, third upgrade here. On one of our last runs, we had this hyper cascading cycler. It is ridiculous, and I am going to take it. So we'll stick with that for now. If we want to put a fourth upgrade on this weapon, we would have to wait. So let's try and chuck one on the Ninata. And I'm definitely thinking that armor penetration is going to be pretty good on this weapon. Alright, let's move on. This might be the boss, if so, sound warning. That kind of sound warning. Alright, let's get going here. This gun is shooting insanely fast now. And the heat is a real problem. So let's swap out to Ninata for a second. I think this boss has a little bit of a... Oh goodness gracious. A little bit of a sound design problem at the moment. It doesn't seem to be making, well, a whole lot of noise at all. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but hey, it's okay. We made it to the end with minimal problems. We did pop our turtle shield in the middle of combat, which was not a good idea. Let's have a look at the class upgrades. And this is actually the first time I've gotten to see these because I've done so poorly on my previous runs. Combat start instantly grants ambush, allowing the stacking of abilities. So we can use abilities outside of combat. Get ambush once entering combat, which will refresh all our cooldowns. I don't see, with our current abilities, the use of that. Standing and not firing for 1 second grants massive damage, fire rate, and accuracy for 3 seconds, which also affects our buddy. Sounds incredible though, so we're going to go for that. Did we even summon our buddy on the last level? I don't know. But we should have. And we will do it right now. Alright, we got our circle level. We'll head this direction first. This weapon fires too fast for its own good now. We need to do controlled bursts. Otherwise the ammo regen is just not going to be enough for us. Okay, we will have to go right here. Different layout to what I'm used to. Yeah, controlled burst is good. It fits what this character's kind of about. Throw down our slow to get the extra credits from killing enemies within it. Juggernaut sledgehammer, hey? Let's bust out the Nunada. Melee attacker, I'm not going to pop Turtle Shield. Although he does move very slow in that scrambler range. Let him go after our guy a bit here. Alright. He's regenning. We have a weapon shop we can look at. I'm gonna be frank, I'm just not interested. I don't mind the weapons we have, but I will have a look at this weapon once we clear this guy out. And he's got a lot of health. Alright. Let's handle our other opponents here. Throw down a scrambler. Getting into the flow. Alright, opportunity to show you guys the mechanic here. Our guy's low on health, he's got a white ring around him. If we stand near him for a period of time, we will repair him to half health. So, as far as I know, he can't truly die unless you team kill him, because he will go down and de-aggro. Let's take out this weapon. A shock grenade launcher, we better give it a go. We're afflicted with a temporary curse. Basically what this means is we get a weapon that's a fair bit stronger than what it would be on average. But we need to kill 25 people to remove this curse. Otherwise, well, otherwise we die, essentially. It gives us 40% less extra health and shield, which is huge. It makes us very squishy. So, we'll just play it cool. But it does seem like a pretty strong weapon. Especially if we load it up with these AM rounds, I think it could have a lot of potential. Did miss every shot then. But Scrappy's on the case. Alright, 18 kills to go. Feeling alright. Just gonna wait for our shield here. There we go. Alright, out of ammo with that gun. In order to replenish the curse, you don't need to get kills with the cursed weapon. You just need to get kills. So running out of arrow, not a big deal for us. We can switch to our other weapon. Keep on the controlled bursts. Weapons jamming a lot more due to the trade-off item we took. Orbital Ion Cannon is our new item. We did have this on a previous run. Basically, I'll show you guys what it does. See those white targets coming down from the sky? That's the Orbital Ion Cannon. Does a lot of damage. Very, very helpful item. Where you absolutely ecstatic to see it. We got 10 kills to go on our curse. I'm hoping we can decurse before we get to the next level, but not a huge deal. Oh boy. Problem with this character is you can't dash away when you see that much trouble. You just have to sort of deal with it. Could say that makes them weak, I don't know. They could be the strongest class in the game for all I know. Okay, class level up. I think we healed a bit somehow, which is good. Got 3 kills to go. I'm feeling the pressure. I gotta say, I'm getting a little sweaty. Sweaty in terms of being a tryhard, not in terms of literal sweat. Whether or not you believe me when I say that is up to you. You don't know me. We haven't met, more than likely. I barely leave the house. It's 100% likely. But we finished the level. We've cleansed the curse. We've got opportunities here for upgrades. What do I even want to upgrade? I want to upgrade my guy. I want to see what's here. I don't care about either of these. 20% chance to be someone with a higher rank. Let's give it a go. And let's make the mistake of trying to upgrade him again. Enhances weapon range and accuracy or can stun. They're both really strong. I feel like this guy needs accuracy like crazy. Okay, reload the grenade launcher. Summon our guy. He didn't summon in a higher rank, so I guess like, I don't know, L. Oh boy. Turtle up. Stay behind our companion. Who now has extra range, which is excellent. And we got a lot of these missile guys to deal with according to mission control or whoever the guy is that talks to us in between levels. Okay, good ammo regen. These guys are just running at us at light speed at the moment. Weapon switching hurts. That's something I've just noticed. It seems really bad. I thought we uncursed and that should get rid of that. It is a strong weapon though. Reduced fire rate doesn't matter too much for a grenade launcher. And the damage is pretty high. Yeah, it's a decent chunk for weapon switching, but as long as it goes to our shields, we're not too worried. Okay, shop here to look at. We got to pick up over here. Let's go back and get it. It could be important. Plating, always important. Alright, let's have a look at the equipment shop. Sapper shovel deals damage to enemies that are nearby. Shield core scales with shield and sort of explodes around you, but I don't like it, and I don't like the judge's quick draw. I've explained in another video why, but basically, without having specific control over weapon switching, I don't find the judge's quick draw to be very good. Potentially, if I had a better mastery over weapon switching, it has potential. Let's put it that way. Alright, we got missiles dropping down on us. We gotta make sure we don't stand like directly on those, obviously. And we gotta be very wary about shotgunners too. Okay. Cool, cleared out there. We gotta cross this bridge. Still trying to be careful, go for the hit and run. Oh boy. We switch up. Alright, had to turtle there because I felt that it was the safest option. And I think it worked out pretty okay. I think the damage reduction saved us big time there. Otherwise, I would never have done it. Yeah, that turtling, it's a lot better than it looks. Alright, let's pick our guy up. He got down quick. If we had taken the extra health, might not have happened. Body upgrade's huge. Let's have a look. More scavenging could help us find weapon upgrade paths. More item effect power. I don't want to raise my terror level. I think I'm going to go for extra health. I know I don't have a lot of ways to heal, but I just want to be slightly more tanky. Shouldn't switch that weapon too much, taking a lot of damage. Okay, let's have a look at the greed shop. I'm gambling again. I lost again. I got cursed again. This is atrocious. So we gotta be even more careful now. Hopefully we can find a shrine that cleanses curses. They do appear from time to time. These guys got shields on them. They're firing like crazy. This is the time for the grenade launcher, if there ever was one. Oh yeah, oh yeah. That was big. Grenade launcher has proved itself. As a result, I'm going to use it a little more. I should have put my faith in it earlier, and I apologize to you, grenade launcher. You're a true friend. Oh my goodness. This here could be a chance to cleanse our curses. Let's have a reload. Let's upgrade this weapon. I know I talked big on the grenade launcher, but you gotta go for the reliable weapon. And giving it less deviation is gonna be huge. We also have 2 weapon repair kits, so we can get the final upgrade for this. We're looking for probably magazine capacity. Heavy barrel, less fire rate, more damage and armor pen, and damage against armored. Less recoil, more fire rate, doubled on the first shot. I don't think this is good at all. More damage and less deviation if no enemy is within 10 meters. It's pretty good too, but I like the heavy barrel. Less shots, higher damage is kind of what we want, I think. Alright, we do not have the option to cleanse curses. Prove yourself worthy and protect the divine core from virus attack. Let's do it. Switching to the grenade launcher. Just gotta fight off a couple of waves here. They're normally not too bad. Last wave can get a little dicey though. Oh, nearly timed the grenade with the enemy spawn there. Right, we've got little guys. Definitely enjoying the increased range on my guy. What's his name again? Snappy. I'm going to use the turtle shield to put that on Snappy as well so that he survives. Just let him do all the work, really. Awesome, okay. We get to choose our reward. We're also going to get Terror level up. Alright. I'm going to pick one so that we can not die to our ambush here. Can be frustrating, the game does that. Okay, so we picked Tempo of Zer, so more movement speed, more damage against stunned enemies, and a little bit less shield regeneration, but I feel like shield is not the strong point of this character anyway, which is why I sort of picked it there. Alright, let's move on. Audio warning for the boss level. It is not the boss level, so, you know, goes to show how much I know. Thought I had that down pat by now. I was wrong. Turtle proving pretty useful there. Able to just completely take all those shots. Summon our guy. Never forget the guy. Okay, this is our most difficult run yet, by a country mile. Oh yeah. Defensive measures activated, so we got that smoke grenade. Which means it's the closest to death we've been so far. Let's pick up the scrap. Let's bust out the grenade launcher. I hate taking damage with it, but it is what it is. It's worth the power. And I like the flavor of having to take damage to take out a weapon that's just extremely powerful. Grenades in this game, the way they lob over cover and their accuracy makes you feel very safe. And right now, I'm valuing safety above just about anything. Clearly should have valued safety a little more. What can I say about that run? We got smothered with 2 curses because of our greed. We got average weapons. We played not too bad, but we just couldn't get all the way there at the end of the day. But I'm more happy with that run than I was with my off-camera runs. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you are watching this, still don't know if anyone's going to watch any of these. Let me know if you want me to turn the difficulty down. Let me know if it feels about right here on Escalation 2. Next time, I think we're going to give the Riot Guard a go. They are a character who I believe has all health and no shields, and they're a big tanky bruiser, so it'll be a different play style by far, so look forward to that. Hope you guys have a great night, and I'll see you in the next one.